Yo, what is going on with it once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and as always, otakus and Nikikomodis out there is the one, the only, of course, Mr. Nintendo Sony Free 2011, aka Mania Wolverinas. Of course, you guys know the rest of the intros and outros towards this channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all the other good stuff. And today, I'm going to be talking about this right here. It happened about 2 days ago. So it says Nintendo Switch Online now includes an easier version of Zelda. And I know Kotaku and Polygon, they pretty much, fortunately, ended up getting very, very, very extensively shitted on in their reputation because, they said a lot of the YouTubers that were like gamers were really, really dumb and they were stupid and they didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. They didn't say the fuck part, but they didn't know in God's name what they were talking about. They don't know how to have the right discussion with right people, which I think that's complete garbage. I don't know why this company, I don't know who it was. I think it was like one or two of the article people that make these things, but fuck those two guys that were talking about them because there's other people that actually do this for a full-time living. I don't do this shit for a living. It's just purely not even just a hobby for me. It's just something I always let out in my air. Not really even for anger either. It's always for something that I always love. I'm a huge chatterbox. If any people have followed me even way before my criticism guys, 2008 and 09. I mean, I'm a huge ass chatterbox. I was even like that even before I was on YouTube. And then some people, they got very annoyed of it. It's like, oh, you talk too fucking much. Shut up. And other people, they love it. And that's why I always kept doing what I do. Regardless if I have a small channel, even if I had a big channel of 100,000 or a million subscribers, I will still keep doing this. But anyways, oh man, this one says Nintendo adds more NES games to the Switch Online lineup. Oh, and before I keep going with this news right here for Legend of Zelda, from my Link and Zelda fans or any other fans out there, because I know there's probably at least a good 1,000 Legend of Zelda characters that are out there. It's not just those two. My two favorite personally, for me as far as the female chicks goes, are probably Princess Ruta and Minda. For certain reasons I'm not going to discuss here because they get a little bit crazy. The only thing I'm going to say, I think how the British say, they get very saucy, very seductive. And that's not only the main reason why I like her. And she's alright, but other than that, she's a really, really good ass character, to be honest with you. So it says, it's an unexpected, souped up take on an old classic. Nintendo had previously said that there were 3 new games that would arrive on its instant NES catalog today. And it's delivered the keystones, and then some. In addition to the anticipated Solomon's Keys, NES Open Tournament Golf and Super Dodgeball, Nintendo's also released a 4th game, a hyped-up spin-on, on a Zelda classic. You guys can read that whole little part there if you want to. It's for a lot of Switch owners out there. So it says, called The Legend of Zelda Living the Life of Luxury. It's the game that's described as a souped-up version of an old favorite, where players start with loads of rupees and equipment. With all of these once hard-won items in your possession, the game will no doubt be a whole lot easier and quicker, but once you beat it, you'll get access to another more difficult version called Second Quest. That Second Quest thing sounds like some 90s gimmick show. But you guys ever watch Johnny Quest? Or even like the Canadian spin-off version, which was called Johnny Test? I thought that one was really funny too, by the way. Not to like get too much into nostalgia for that matter, or any of that definitive discussions, but it sounds like something between Johnny Test and something 90s gimmick from back in the day, but it's called Second Quest. But granted, the original one came out like 2 years before I was even born. So I wasn't born until like 1989. And the original old school Legend of Zelda was 1986, but luckily when I was a 90s kid, one of my older cousins had the old school copy, so I was able to play that one. Thank fucking God. Yeah, let's keep it moving. Which will basically be the original game. Essentially, it's making a classic a bit more approachable for newcomers. It's not clear yet whether or not this will be one to take a more traditional approach to Link's adventures or will still play out like luxury style. But old school Zelda fans and new gamers alike probably won't waste much time finding out. I don't know, I guess overall thoughts, views, and opinions. I'm not sure if this is the end of the article. Oh yeah, I guess it is. This is the thing. I remember back in the day when a lot of dungeon crawlers were out. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really huge fans of them. With Legend of Zelda, that one stuck out to me, not because of the huge iconic character, a very overpopularized character named Link, and then they ended up making a female spinoff from like the Hyrule Warriors thing that was out when the Wii was still relevant at the time. The Wii U, excuse me. Almost fucked that up there. At the time when the Hyrule Warriors came out, then they started making this new chick, this female spinoff, which was called Linkle. And I remember about 3.5 years ago, I talked about it on this channel. Not sure if the video's still up. Hope you probably got demonetized a long time ago because if you're not over 1,000 subscribers or more, you don't get advertisements. Which I still didn't give a fuck about that because I didn't come into YouTube to like fucking try to make money and be a very super popular or influential person. I'm just a regular fucking average Joe in the fucking street. That's all I am. I didn't come here for fame and fortune. If I wanted to do that, I probably would have went to like Hollywood or some shit. Fuck that. Us being an actor, that's something I would never ever want to do in a billion years. I don't care how much money and fame and popularity and God status that you fucking get. Fuck it. I don't care because my own personal opinion, you just burn in hell with it. It sucks. No offense to anyone that wants to like get that type of lifestyle and try to achieve being an actor or an actress. Hey, go for it, but I already know a lot of that shit is a fucking sham, in my opinion. But it's really, really cool. Let's get back to this, though. I think they changed Link's outfit, too. It's like a little whitish blue-looking robe, a light blue robe, instead of like the traditional, like, green hoodie that he has, along with the green cloak and the tunic that he always has. And shout out to my dude Alex, or better known as Hamster Bomb. He's always, I don't want to say cosplaying, because he doesn't put a lot of thought and creativity in his videos. Very family-friendly channel. He always dresses up as Link, though. I think that's really, really funny. Whenever he does his little, like, Let's Play chapters of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That's a really, really fun, creative thing to do. Even though, granted, I just said it wasn't creative. In my own personal opinion, I thought it was. For some people, it isn't. I think it's kind of cringy, to be honest. But you know what? I'm going to let the dude do what he does. And, yeah. Oh, I wanted to talk about this really quick. Shout out to this guy, Tails Channel. He talks about a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog stuff. I'm not going to post it probably on my thumbnail, but, they said, I'm just going to read this tweet real quick. It says, according to Sega Sammy's integrated report on the FY 2018, the hashtag Sonic the Hedgehog series is approximately 800 million cumulative, then as I say, unit sales and downloads for its multi-faceted platform, and a 440 million increase to comparison to last year's physical sales of 360 million. So this shit's just blown up more and more, obviously. Because Sonic the Hedgehog came out a couple years later after Legend of Zelda, and at the time, you know, Nintendo and Sega were bashing heads with each other. Now, you know, pretty much Sega's a distribution company for games. They don't make consoles anymore, but they do like, I think they do distributions or like publish games. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I should be right. I'm only going to read like half of this, but hopefully this guy wasn't talking about shitting on YouTubers and stuff like Michael McWeather. Hopefully I said that right. Weatherer. I'll probably just read half the title, and the one right here you guys could read on your own. It says Nintendo Switch Online subscribers have access to 3 more NES games as a part of their subscription. And this is kind of the same thing, but it gets a little bit more intermediate and more into depth with the Super Dodgeball and Solomon's Key. I've never heard of any of those 2 games. Those must have been, I don't know, 1983 or 84, way back in the day when they came out. So it's before I was even existing. So it says that, I read about that. That trio of classic games joins up the 20-game lineup that launched in September. Perhaps more interestingly, I should say interestingly enough, but it's not. Interesting is that the additional of the 3 additional NES games is an unexpected release of, quote, special save data, unquote, for The Legend of Zelda, a game that was a part of the Nintendo Entertainment System, aka NES, or NES. Nintendo Switch Online launch lineup. That save data will let players start their adventure with a ton of rupees and items, including the white sword, magical shield, blue ring, and power bracelet. Basically, saving the file will make The Legend of Zelda a much easier game to start playing for newcomers. So I guess for casual people that weren't really into games at that time, or, you know, younger generations out there that are just barely getting into the, the games franchises out there that are really like, getting interwoven, to be exact. If that's the right choice of words, I want to say. But I said it, so there's no going back. So it also goes on to say, in a press release, Nintendo promised to release more special save data for other NES titles, offering fun and new entry points into fan favorite games, quote unquote. If you're unfamiliar with the Nintendo Entertainment System, aka NES, games that Nintendo released for Nintendo Switch Online subscribers today, here are official description of those titles. You guys can read that all on your own. I don't feel like doing that right now. Maybe in the future I will. I don't know, but for a different article, obviously. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions. The only issue, the fucking problem that I have with this, if they have special save data versions for The Legend of Zelda for the original old school 1986 version, that's pretty much a dinosaur at this point, which is still a beautiful classic, don't get me wrong, on all sorts of levels. But the problem is, oh my god, it's like the whole game is fucking holding your hand, and it's like not letting you discover like all the really hard cool items that you're supposed to be getting. All the freaking, obviously, there's the Master Sword, that's a really fucking good thing. The Master Shield, all the really kick-ass enemies that you get to fight. I'm not gonna fucking go all of them, talk about all of them. I know there's the Moblins are really, really classic, iconic ones. Those little Octo Rocks, those are really, really beautiful, iconic enemies. It doesn't let you like discover them on your own. I think you're still able to fight them, but like they're a lot less of a hassle to take down. It's like the game's fucking holding your hand for you, and I got a little bit of a fucking problem with that. I know, and even for the Pokemon series, and I'm a huge Pokemon fan. You guys already know this, but I feel like after Generation 5 was done, Generation 6 and 7 kind of held your hand a little bit. That's another reason why I wasn't really big into X and Y and ORAS. I just feel like they were holding your hand or just treating you like a little fucking child. It's like, you could do this, you can go on this route, but you're completely banned to do the other route, to go into that route. It's like it's forbidden, it's a fucking taboo, and I'm not feeling it 100%, to be precisely honest with you, friends. But for anyone else, that wants to get their handheld items, I swear to God that was not planned. I'm not talking about handheld consoles like the DS, 3DS, which I do have both of them, but I don't know. I think I'm probably going to save up my cash for like the newer Nintendo Switch when it comes out. It's probably going to be a lot more powerful. Even if it is $400 or $500, fuck it. I'm willing to spend that money once finances are a little bit more clear. That's all I got to say for now, and I'm done here. So shout out to both of these articles, and shout out to Tails' channel and his Twitter account for any of you Sonic fans that are big in that type of Sega speculative news. And that's it. Links to the description box down below, and I'm out of here. Peace hells out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and as always, I'm talking Nikki. Good mornings out there. I'll see you when I see you guys. Good day, have a good night, wherever you are around the world out there. On Drake Smoke at the same time. Don't take anything reckless. Keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it chill, keep it active out there. Stay tuned for more future articles / reviews, including video gaming industry news, anime manga news, internet news, and that wraps it up. Take it easy, stay safe. Peace out. I am out like sauerkraut. I'm gone. I'm out. Laters and goodbye. I will see you on the flip side. Take it easy. Laters, and see you soon. Goodbye.